calls people out for attention. Alex is a superstar right now. The commission would even let that fight happen. He'd kick his head to another planet.
Yeah, with that level of kickboxing, whoo, and power, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big side guy. Come on, man. You have some.
He was showing me in DC how he checks leg kicks, and we had a conversation about it. Can we talk about this? We decided I don't think we should tell people. Yeah.
He's a f***ing heavyweight.
Yo, listen to me. This guy has that crazy power. He's got something weird where he hits guys. They look confused. Jesus Christ! I was like, this guy's terrifying. His hands are as big as a watermelon.
On the scale, he doesn't look super sucked in, like doesn't look like he just got done cutting 20 pounds, but that motherfucker is so massive. He made Izzy look small, and I've been around Izzy. Izzy's a big guy.
Yeah, Izzy's a long, tall man, and Pereira's just, everything was so, did you see what Robert Whittaker said about it?
The big fella?
He goes, you see the size of this fella?
Yeah. I did.
He's a freaking giant. Weighs in at 184, and then he weighs in on the fight day at 219. That's crazy. That's so big. He's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
I do think, to be honest, a fight with Alex Pereira is more appealing. I'm just going to be honest with you. It is more appealing because Alex Pereira has been on this trajectory, on this wave, where he's a guy that's been in there for only 2 years.
And he operates at his own speed.
He moves like a snake, like he pulls back and then he strikes forward. He pulls back. He's a master at just getting right outside of your shots, and then his shots are coming in right behind him.
This guy is big. Yeah. And he's mean. Yeah, he walked straight to you like, I'm gonna kill, like I'm gonna eat this guy.
Yeah.
So
Shama. And he's knocking all these guys out and stopping all these guys. And he currently has Jon Jones' title. Pretty much that light heavyweight title should have Jon Jones' signature on it because, hey, that's his title.
It varies a lot too. Like sometimes he moves fast and sometimes he moves slow. It's very hypnotic.
Yes, it's hypnotic.
His hands are giant, man. He's got this weird frame. Dudes with big hands have crazy power.
Want to fight Alex Pereira?
Alex Pereira? He's tough, dude. He has some tough hand. I think you're gonna get some tough nights.
It's also unique. He's got a unique frame, so he kind of he moves different on design. Wow. Like he doesn't switch his hips when he throws kicks, so you don't see him coming until it's too late.
Right.
You know, like not just like technique, but power and endurance. Like it's a rare combination he has of very, very good endurance and extreme power.
Yeah, he hits like a deaf guy.
He wants to fight Alex Pereira bad, bro. It's hard not to disrespect Alex when you respect him so much, but it just still seems like there's that big glaring hole in his game, and nobody can test it.
Hey, Alex Pereira is just an easier fight. I don't think so. Alex Pereira has proven that he's not an easier fight. He's not. Look at what he's doing to guys. Yes, they're not Jon Jones, but hey, he's somehow, how many times have we got on here and we talk about, okay, this guy might be able to get him. And then we're like, and then you are like, he did it again. He forced the guy to stand with him and just trade with him.
Pereira, he's like this long arms, these big giant hammers at the end of his wrists. He's different, man.
So he's standing in front of you, and when he kicks, there's no movement of his shoulders. He's just throwing these kicks out, and they land. And they're not as hard as if he put his whole body into it, but it's hard enough where you're like, oh no. And you get hit with a couple of those, 3, 4, 5 of those. All of a sudden, you're like, I can't walk anymore, and now he's hunting you. And he's hunting you. See, I would put him already in the conversation. I don't think he's better than Jon Jones, greatest of all time, but I already put him in the conversation as a potential greatest of all time nominee. And he's only been in the UFC for a few years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. A couple of MMA fights other than the UFC, and then the UFC for this run at the top of the division, just smashing everyone to obliterance.
Alex is he's an extraordinary talent. You know, he's a multiple-time world champion. He's a 2-division champion. And he's incredibly famous here in America. People know who he is, and that's what makes it worth my while, is to fight a fellow champion who is very hot right now. He has a name, and not only a name, but he has a tremendous resume that Aspinall just doesn't compare to.
He's got a special way that he checks leg kicks. It was different than everybody else's. He's got a whole strategy behind it. We were like, oh shit, so he was showing us. So we're at the mothership. Me and DC and Alex Pereira. And Alex Pereira's kicking our legs. And he's showing us how to check. He's showing us how he checks and what he does to follow up check. He's got a system, man.
You haven't seen that way to check?
And you saw that. You saw the fight. There was instances where Stipe was trying to exchange with Jon. Jon's defense, as you just say, wasn't really as sharp. Alex Pereira can continue that combination, and Alex Pereira is going to kick. So, and Alex Pereira will isolate those legs. So, it's not that easy of a fight.
I think Jon Jones is going to be able to take him down and pass his guard. Yes, he will have to deal with Alex Pereira's stand-up, but that's easy to nullify, which is to take him down, and then he can be able to, have his way with him, pass his guard, elbow him. I think that's how the fight will go down.
But I don't believe Jon's going to fight Aspinall. I don't think there's enough money. He's too dangerous. He's too big. But there is a fight with Alex Pereira. And I do believe that Jon Jones wants it because they know there's a big deficiency in Pereira, and he's going to expose that. So he's going to make money. He wants to call it the champ versus champ fight, and I get it. Throwing it out there. You know what the reality is, Kamaru? He deserves that, dude. He deserves that fight, but I see nothing going on with Tom Aspinall. So Tom Aspinall, sit down. Jones is not going to fight you, and rightfully so, because you're too damn dangerous.
I can't say Jon is scared. I can't say Jon is ducking Tom Aspinall. I think those type of adjectives to describe that don't even make any sense in regards to what Jon has done, the type of killer's role he's fought, what's the risk versus reward. I think Jon is smart enough to analyze that and see what's the bigger bang for his buck and take the fight that's going to be more financially rewarding, especially when he's getting ready to exit the sport versus being the 21-year-old guy who comes in and then wins a championship at 23 years old. That's unheard of, and I don't think it's going to be broken for a very long time.
Pereira's worth risking it for me. I don't know how many ways I can say it, but he just doesn't have the titles. He can have finishing rate, high finishing rate, and all that type of stuff, but he doesn't have titles. And when you have 17 world titles, it only makes sense to fight somebody on your level. And Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira are not on the same level. Maybe they're both excited, they have the same excitement level, but when it comes down to what they are doing, they're not on the same level. And so for me, when I have belts and I have money and all that type of stuff, I'm looking for the legacy stuff. Tom doesn't give that to me. Hype, I would shut up hype. But I've been doing that my whole life, is shutting up hype. Me, selfishly, I want legacy.
I would say based on their overall skills, Aspinall is a more dangerous fight for Jon Jones. Why? Because Pereira, amazing on the feet, absolute killer. So is Aspinall. The big difference is their ground game, right? Aspinall is still a killer. He's a submission hound on the ground, where Pereira maybe is a little bit weaker in that department. Not bad, but certainly not at the level of Aspinall. So when you're weighing all of those things, it's like, yeah, I'm going to make more money against a potentially easier fight in Pereira. Yeah, let's do that. And I think that's where he's coming from.
It depends what Jones wants to do in terms of division and stuff like that. If he wants to stay at heavyweight, there's no doubt that he has to fight me next. If he wants to have some fun matchups, as he says, then fair enough, he can go down to light heavyweight, but he has to give up the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Other top guys need to be contesting for the heavyweight title, i.e. me, potentially the winner of Rogan and Volkov. However that looks, I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on moving forward.
But I would like to see on the two, like the double side self of that is like you see Jon come back, but then you see Pereira shoot to be the first 3 division champion, which would be a pretty crazy accomplishment. So to take the title off the line, for me, it loses a lot of the reward for the huge risk that Alex would have to take to move up. Obviously, bro, the size will be a difficult thing to get over. The wrestling side, the wrestling skill set of Jones and the submissions and the size will be huge obstacles for Alex to kind of overcome. So to take the heavyweight to take the chance at the heavyweight title off the line, probably loses all kind of reward for Alex to even want to take a shot at that. So yeah, I don't see it making sense.
Well, I think, similar to investments, you have to weigh your risk management, right? It's about risk management and what is going to bring in that potential money in, right? So you're looking at it from the standpoint of a businessman. You're looking at the standpoint also of legacy as well. So let's pick that apart a little bit. Pereira is a bigger draw than Aspinall as of right now. The dude is a legit superstar. Aspinall, no slouch in that department probably as well, but I would argue that Pereira at this stage of the game is going to bring in more money in a fight with Jon Jones than, say, Aspinall. Okay, so there's that. So there's more money involved, and you have the star power as far as legacy.
There's no way I make the Pereira fight.
Okay.
John's too big. Great wrestler. See how he took Stipe down in that first round? Yeah. I like Alex Pereira. I like him personally.
But he's
it just
the greatest of all time, right?
It just doesn't make sense to make that fight. If they both want it bad enough and they're both hounding me or something, maybe I would do it. It's just Alex Pereira is killing it. Look at his age and what he's doing right now. What's the reason to go up and fight a guy that's so much bigger than you and such a good wrestler?
They're playing chess right now. Who's gonna cave in? Is it gonna be John caving in, or is it gonna be him caving in to whatever price they decide to with which opponent? Or is Dana White gonna be like, you know what? Jon Jones is too dangerous. Why am I gonna give this guy Alex Pereira another champion? If Jon Jones does leave, how am I gonna let you just slaughter my cash cow and Alex Pereira? 'Cause that's exactly why.
I was getting a few nods and winks off the bosses when Jon Jones was talking about the next fight, and that means a lot to me. And not only that, is I spoke to the UFC brass this week. Both guys are talking about this is going to be the biggest heavyweight fight in UFC history. Absolutely no doubt about it.
Better than Jon Jones, greatest of all time, but I already put him in the conversation as a potential greatest of all time nominee. And he's only been in the UFC for a few years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. A couple of MMA fights other than the UFC, and then the UFC for this run at the top of the division, just smashing everyone to obliterance.
Alex he's an extraordinary talent. He's a multiple-time world champion. He's a two-division champion. And he's incredibly famous here in America. People know who he is. And that's what makes it worth my while, is to fight a fellow champion who is very hot right now. He has a name, and not only a name, but he has a tremendous resume that Aspinall just doesn't compare to.
That guy's one of the biggest pay-per-view stars in the country, in the world, and most people don't even understand what he's saying. It's scary.
Yeah.
Like when he comes out with the bow and arrow, boom, 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 boom. Ah! Like it's fucking, if you're sitting there watching that guy walk to the cage, you're like, ah, shit. You see him hit the power cube, and he got 191 on the power cube. With a right hand. That's not even his left hook.
Yeah.
Hit it with the left hook. that's the sleeper. That left hook is the sleeper. It's crazy. He just touches people. Even when he wins, he's never like, yeah. It's always like, yep.
Another day.
Yep, another day. Yeah. Another day, another dude I put to sleep.
Let's go, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Let's go, Alex.
When it comes to hitting people, dude, he's fucking technical too, man. It's not just power.
I met him. I fought him when he fought Strickland, and his fist is like literally both mine put together. It was so massive.
Dude, and they're long.
Yeah.
They're like long fists.
Just a big fella. Just a big
His
fella.
Highlight reel is like nobody else's. His highlight reel is so wild.
That left hook.
The left hook
So
is
fast.
murderous. And he checks kicks as
Yeah.
good as anybody, man. If you watch his left leg when he's fighting, when he's stomping forward, he checks everything, man.
Yeah.
He's checking all those calf kicks.
God, he's such a long.
Pereira did. But it's just like he's built different than everybody else. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
Like the kind of snap that he has in his shots. Dude is a legitimate ancestor of people that were like tribal folks in Brazil in the Amazon.
He looks like it.
He is,
yeah,
man.
Looks.
That's superior genetics, son.
Those
That is,
knees, those long fellas.
bro. That's some crazy genetics.
Yeah, perfect for fighting that style.
And the technique, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking technical. When he was walking down Izzy, when they were like hand fighting and he was checking these kicks, I'm like, this is dangerous in every way. It's not just dangerous power. He's fucking sneaky. He's really technical and creative when he's hitting people.
Yeah, slick. That pressure he was putting on Izzy too, just slow,
And
forward.
he's fighting strange. It's like hands down, straight up.
Yeah.
You know, and he moves in on you, and it's
Yeah.
just like, it's so filled with danger.
Yeah.
Like every